Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world show made for the fans by a fan. I am your host, as always, Richard Tiemann. This is the Fan Show, and we are live at the United Bowl tailgate. Everybody has drink in hand, right? Drink in hand.
Yes, sir.
Before we get off to the fun part, the sportscasting family and the IFL family lost a member in Larry. And so, toast to him, to Larry.
It's Larry!
All right, this game is for Larry. Now then, we're here for a very important occasion. It is the first United Bowl, first championship, 20 years Iowa has hosted. And so we went big, or you can go the hell home if that's going to be how it is. But I've got Connor Hollenbeck here, the fabulous wide receiver out of Cedar Rapids. And welcome back to Iowa, the Des Moines area.
Yep, I love coming here to watch football. It's an awesome place. So,
well, I know that you wish that you were playing in the championship, but now you can at least enjoy festivities as a fan.
Yep.
What's your favorite part about the game of football from a fan's perspective?
Oh, the tailgate, obviously. It's the best place. You get to meet all the different fans from every different area, and they all come together as one family. And we are the IFL. It's a great experience, and I'm glad to be a fan today.
Yeah, it is fun to be a fan on Championship Saturday, which is what this day is. Do you have a dog in the fight, as they say, and a prediction for us at all?
I'm going to go with Iowa, 43-41.
You hear that? Iowa.
I'm going to go with the Barnstormers.
He's going to stick in state on this prediction. What do you think are going to be the keys to victory for Iowa then?
Drew Powell's obviously a great quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from Lorenzo Brown. I think they play, a similar game, but every time I see Drew Powell, he just kind of takes the game over and puts it in his hands. And, every time I've gone to watch, he doesn't let his team lose. He does whatever he can to make them win. So. Yeah,
he is MVP of the league. Now, Lorenzo Brown got my MVP of the IFL because Iowa won without Drew Powell, which I think speaks volumes to their defense, which has been great. They did lose Bryce Enyard, though. Terrible timing on that. It was during the playoff game. They're now in the championship without him. As a player, what does it mean to have next man up mentality as a player when you get the number called to be the next man up?
That's one of the biggest things in football, believe it or not, is that's why we got all those backup positions. They might just play scout team, think they're not important, but when you get that, your starters down, you're next up, a lot of people aren't ready, and so it's really important to be ready. Treat scout team, like it's first team, and just always be ready. That's the most important thing. And being a starter, the best thing is knowing that you have a backup who's just as good as you or can at least fill that role. So
very
I think
true.
That's very important.
Now, when it comes to the defense of the Barnstormers, I think that they still have a great next man up mentality. Rocky Hayes stepped in, filled in the role great during the playoff game.
Yeah,
but Dixie Wooten is not short of pulling all out, all the stops, all the tricks, because we saw him go for two in overtime against Arizona. And then we saw him elect to do a field goal in Sioux Falls. One went one way, the other went a different way. And so I believe that this game is going to come down to another thing like that. Do you think that there's a moment in this game, onside kick attempt when you don't expect one, going for two when maybe you should kick, but that's going to be the difference maker in this game with Dixie's play calling?
That's why I picked the score to be within two, because I think there could be a blocked field goal for a safety, maybe maybe a rouge kick. Something like that's definitely going to happen. And then when you got Coach Wooten, he's always, going for the win. He's not going to be a passive coach. He's going to be an aggressive coach. Go for the win, and, get the job done tonight. So
if it comes down to it, your knowledge about Dixie Wooten and his play calling, we've got fourth quarter, tie game, 15 seconds left, and they're in field goal range. Now, they can take a knee and take it into overtime. They can try for a field goal. Hell, they could even throw to the end zone. What do you think? Is he going to go for the win or for overtime?
Dixie's going for the win.
Dixie's going for the win. Fourth quarter, 10 seconds left. He's going for the win. No ties tonight. Well, Connor, I hope to see you back suited up in the pads and helmet next year. Any thoughts about where you might play next year?
It's my second year I've played in this league. I'm not settling for anything less than what I deserve, so, I'm going to pick the best option that fits my needs and to get me ultimately to where I want to go, the next level, so we'll see.
Well, you deserve a hell of a lot. I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy the tailgate. Go have a drink for me. And we're going to get our next guest, which is Connor Ferguson. We got a couple of Connors today. Thank you, Mr. Hollenbeck of the Cedar Rapids Titans.
What's up?
Hey, man. Seems like it's forever since I've seen you.
It's been a long, 12 hours.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We had Media Day yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We've poked some fun at the difference between Coach Riggs and Coach Wooten, but now it's game day. And what do you think are some of the differences come game time between Riggs and Wooten that you are going to look for today?
Well, first of all, I want you to have this soundbite, but I'm on the college game day of indoor football right now, and it's so cool. This is awesome. This is insane. I love your show. Difference between Riggs and Wooten is you're going to see a lot more energy vocally out of Wooten during the game, and he's always like that. He's always up in everyone's face. He's always really loud. So I think you're going to see that today. But if you see Riggs get emotional, that's when you know it's real. And I think the fact that he has that in his back pocket, that all he has to do is raise his voice a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Riggs doesn't get emotional. Wooten gets very emotional. And there's been a lot of talk about special teams today, specifically the kicking game. Are you hoping it doesn't come down to that or come down to the referees, or do you think that that's a true testament of being a complete team is how you can handle converting field goals and making sure that you get the calls kind of your way and that you're playing disciplined football?
Oh, I reffed a lot of hockey a few years ago, and the one thing that I was told consistently was when you're a referee, you don't want to be the story of the night.
That's very true, very true.
I hope that it doesn't come down to referees. If it comes down to kicking game, that's a part of the game right there. So, so is the officiating, but I hope the officiating doesn't get in the way of anything. So, but yeah, I think it will come down to the kicking game. I think the kicking game is going to be a big aspect in this one.
Now, there's been a few different predictions, and obviously Jimmy's getting the crowd riled up right now. But Mike Giorgetti said 4-point game. Connor Hollenbeck said a 1-point game. Do you have a point differential that you're sticking with?
Hollenbeck called 2, right?
Within 2, that's
within
right.
2?
Hollenbeck did say within 2.
If 4 is taken and 2 is taken, then I'll take 3.
We got a 4-point difference, a 3-point difference, and a 2-point difference.
I'll just call 49-46 Iowa.
No. People can buy T-shirts if they want to spend their money wisely, but they can bet amongst themselves. There are T-shirts here for sale, so that it helped fund this trip, which we talked about yesterday. So as far as your series, it changed schedule because of the passing of Larry. What was when you did a story in regards to that? Like, what all did you find out about Larry and how much he meant to the franchise, the team, and just the world of sportscasting around the area?
So the story actually isn't out yet. It's probably going to come out tomorrow morning. And I want to make sure it's beautiful for Larry. But everyone I talked to told me he never left a conversation without saying, "Is there anything I can do to help you?
Yeah.
Let me know." And I thought that was the coolest thing about him, because he really was everything he did, he was invested in, no matter how small the job. And I thought that was one of the most respectful things I could ever look at in a journalist.
Yeah, it's a tragic time when the sportscasting world and the indoor football world lose a member of their family. It's sad day for the Barnstormers when it should be all signs point to celebration. Exception of the outcome, of course. But we're going to honor Larry. The Barnstormers will honor him as best they can with hopefully a victory tonight. But is there anything particular about the game that you're watching that you feel might be an opportunity for a momentum swing? If things are going one way, this could change it to go the other way.
Yeah, it's going to be when Sioux Falls has the ball and what the Barnstormers' defensive backs are doing. If you can pick off Brown, throw him off his game somehow, that's what they're going to have to do. I was talking to Dixie the past couple of weeks, and Brown's had a couple of rough games against him in the passing game, but what I look at when I see Lorenzo play against the Barnstormers, he runs all over the field.
Yeah.
He is fantastic at it. He is talented, and I think they're going to have trouble with him just because I've never seen them stop Lorenzo Brown on the run.
Yeah, he's an incredibly elusive quarterback. He was my pick for MVP. Now, he is top 1, 2, 3, or even 4 for every category a quarterback can be, but that does include interceptions. He did lead the league, or he was right up there in top 3 for interceptions. So it's going to be a game of turnovers, who controls the line of scrimmage, and who can basically play mistake-free football, which is what you expect and what you want from a championship game. You don't want to see it come down to a fumble or a missed tackle. I mean, you want solid, disciplined football out there so that you truly believe the best team has won the championship and is head and shoulders above the rest.
And I think we couldn't get 2 more perfect teams for that.
Very
in the building
true.
Tonight, 2 really good programs and really talented teams are going to take the field at 7 o'clock here.
Yeah, well, it is Connor Ferguson of Last Word on Sports. I've got a couple other guests to get to, but thank you for your time, sir.
I appreciate you having me. This is a great show.
Where's J-Hulk at? Where is the J-Hulk? Jaden the J-Hulk, where are you, my little friend? Hey, Jimmy, where's J-Hulk at?
Jay!
He's going to the bathroom. Is he back? J-Hulk?
Oh,
Next.
no!
This is not J-Hulk.
No, okay.
J-Hulk, get up here.
Hey, why does Jaden get to do it?
Because he's the J-Hulk. That's why, aren't you? Stand up. That way we can hear you. Okay. How you doing, bud?
Good.
Yeah? You got a prediction today?
Yeah.
Well, speak right into there. Your final score, what you think?
Sioux Falls 42 to 43.
42-43, Iowa victory, a 1.1 by J-Hulk. How do you feel about being at your first home championship game?
I feel good.
You feel good? You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you going to wear the face paint? You going to go all out? You going to get loud?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why you like the Hulk?
Because I did.
If you couldn't hear it, I asked him why he likes the Hulk, and he goes, because he's which is exactly what Barnstormers need today if they're going to win. But J-Hulk, you're one of my favorite little super fans. I want you to know that. Give me a high five here. Yeah. J-Hulk. And we're going to get Brad to close us out here. Mr. Brad, come. Joe, you were on last time. Joe, I got to mix it up. Oh, okay. Now it's time for you to talk all the Storm you want. We've had plenty of Barnstormer talk, so tell us how the Storm are going to win today.
Good question. Miles Bergner. It's going to be a great game. These two obviously know each other very well. Last game was 2 points.
Yep.
We had that safety. It was just crazy. This is what you want.
Yes.
10 years, Sioux Falls, this is their 14th championship game in 19 years. When they played Sioux City in 2005, they had 10 busloads of fans come down to Sioux City. They got a fan bus coming today.
Yep.
4 hours. It's what you want. It's an interstate rivalry. It's I-29. I can't wait.
Now, I know that this is kind of an out-of-body experience for you Storm fans because this is the first one in so many years that you haven't hosted. Have you been making the most of your time in Iowa today?
Dude, I love Des Moines. To quote my favorite flight crew member, family, Ronnie.
Family!
But, the Barnstormers fans have treated us well. Like I said, we're family here. We root for you guys when we're not playing you. You're rooting for us. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jen and those awesome burritos. Thank you.
Those were delicious burritos.
But, we came down yesterday for the media day, and, myself being a media member in the past and, working for this league, and it's what you want, guys. You got this. You got Cedar Rapids, you got Omaha, you got, Sioux Falls, you got Iowa fans. It's the upper Midwest. It's where's the team in Mankato or
It is the pride of the Midwest here today.
Truth be told, I've been a Barnstormer. I watched Kurt Warner back in the day.
Yeah.
Play at Vets. On And just the history in this place. I mean, obviously Sioux Falls is going for number 11. Did I say that out loud? But I mean, and I worked with the league, but it's fun to be a part of this, and Jay Hulk. I mean, you got the future. You got Gabe. But I mean, this brings out everybody. It is truly family, and one thing I always said about when I worked in the league. 50% football, 50% fun. Catch a player, keep it. Catch a player, throw him back. Catch a football, keep it. So, I mean, this game is evolved a lot in the last 10 years. You've gotten to be a part of it, and I mean, these fans. I mean, you guys coming down. I mean, Iowa coming down to this league in Arizona. I mean, it's fun again.
It's where you want to be for sure, as a player, as a fan. And, you guys going for your 11th. You don't even have 11 fingers. Where are you going to put the 11th one?
The toes, baby.
The toes.
Start them toes. Smitty's showing his boot.
Well,
Right on the little toe.
so if Sioux Falls gets their 11th, it goes on the big toe. But I can tell you, if Iowa gets their first, it's going right on the middle finger. I can guarantee you that right now.
But, like I said, I mean, these are the two top teams in the league. I mean, Drew Powell is a very good quarterback. Lorenzo Brown's a very good quarterback. These two coaches were former quarterbacks. I remember watching Riggs play for the Sioux Falls
That's
Cobras.
a throwback. That's a throwback right there.
2000 Indoor Football League when Kellen Winslow owned it. And Dixie played for River City, and I remember watching him throughout the years. And I mean, you got what you want. You got. Sorry, Connor, but the Clash of the Titans is today, so so you don't care.
You're still pretty, Connor.
Yeah,
it's okay.
we still like watching you play, Connor.
You're still pretty.
But I mean, it's what you want. I mean,
up until this season, this matchup wasn't possible, and depending how the league alignment is next year, it might not be possible again. Do you think that this game is going to live up to all the hype that everybody's been talking about for 2 weeks straight now?
Most definitely. I mean, it has to. I mean, how can it not? I mean, look at this tailgate. I mean, like I said, it's close. The rivalry is close enough. I mean, like I said, we got that fan bus coming from Sioux Falls. They're all diehards. They're looking forward to it. We got staff and fans here from Sioux Falls. I mean, it's what you want. I mean, like I said, I-29. Okay, spoiler alert. Look out for kilts during the game. Smitty's already rocking one, I see. So
don't look up.
Right, don't look up, boys and girls. Hide the kids. But seriously, I mean, Sioux Falls, Iowa. I mean, it's going to be a war, man.
Yeah, this is the pride of the Indoor Football League
I'll
today.
drink to that.
Yeah, I will cheers to that. Grab a drink, grab a whatever. I know they got a variety of food, but I want to thank you all for welcoming me to a championship tailgate. It's been an honor and a pleasure. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We're going to get to the fun part, and then we got a championship game still in a few hours. What? Yeah, this is the precursor. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much from Richard and the Fan Show. You guys have a great rest of the tailgate. We'll see you tonight at the game.